What up? What up? What up? What's good, everybody? We back at it again for another episode of Uncommon Commentators. As always, I am with my dog Antoine. What's good with you, man?
I'm blessed and highly favored, man. How you feeling? I'm good. I'm great.
Good. Always. Of course, we do not have our other compadre in Garrett. Garrett is currently covering tonight's game with the Knicks and the Hawks, which we will get to that here shortly. But as always, before we really get into this, please hit the QR code, and of course with the QR code you get our links to social media. Go to the YouTube page, subscribe to the YouTube page, like this episode, comment on the episode, get us in the algorithm so we can get this thing popping. But off rip, uh before we get into these to what's going on in the first round,
Mm-hmm.
um I'm going to start with Draymond Green. So I don't know if you saw this on your timeline or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
Draymond Green was on this podcast, and he um he mentioned that Steve Kerr may have hindered his career offensively.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on to say, and I quote, excuse me, as much as he's done for me in basketball, a part of me think he's hindered me in my career and what I could have become. You know, when I think of who I was offensively as a player and who I become, I think a part of that is due to him. I don't hold it against him. I'm forever grateful that he still put me in a position to be successful and that I could become Draymond Green despite my offensive role on our team. Hearing that, I want to get your thoughts just from that statement and from what he's talking about as far as Steve Kerr possibly hindering him offensively.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I feel like he kind of has a point just off being alongside Steve Kerr as long as he was. He definitely knew what it was like to play with him and without him having Mark Jackson. Those couple years before Steve had came into town. So, um, I can see why you would say that again after being alongside him for so much, but I think it's kind of hard to question Steve's method because he resulted with 4 rings on his finger right now because of that. The way he used Draymond in that system in Golden State, it really implemented like a new way, a new archetype of power forward, of forward. Anytime you hear someone, you see someone who might average 8, 9, and 7, you call him a Draymond Green type of player. It's Draymond Green type of power forward, especially if they're a good defender at a smaller size. And Draymond really ushered in his own archetype with that. And I really feel like Steve Kerr was a massive part of that, allowing Steph Curry to really run off the ball and not be a traditional point guard and allow Draymond, to set those screens at the top of the key. Really anywhere from the floor, whether he was setting them up for backdoor cuts, backing down, and then passing off like that. Anyway, it was multiple ways that Draymond was able to affect the game being a point forward. And I think that was possible due to the way that Steve Kerr had utilized their offense, with Klay Thompson, with Curry running around screens all the time. And with Draymond setting majority of those screens, he'll do the dribble, the screen handoff, he'll come set the pick. Hand the ball off to Curry, set the pick, and Steph will peel around, shoot it, and that's it. He worked too many times, so I can see how he would say that. It's nearing the end of his career. Obviously, he would have liked to have been a guy to average even over 15 points a game, 16, 17 points. He was never that type of person. We did see him have scoring explosions, like when he had like in that game 7 against Cleveland, he had like 36 points that game. He was going off, and I think before the game 5, because he got suspended for game 5. In game 4, I'm pretty sure he went off in that one too. So Draymond has showcased a lot of scoring explosions in big moments like the finals, but I think he was better utilized as a power forward, defense first type of power forward, the way he was used in Golden State.
I'm calling bullshit. You not finna
Hmm.
here. You ain't finna sit here and piss on my leg and tell me it's raining because last time I checked, you are a professional athlete,
Hmm.
meaning that you are on the court. You know your capabilities, and you know that you can shoot or not. He went. I think it was on Candace Parker and Aaliyah Boston's
Podcast.
podcast, and he was like, if pretty much on some either you use it or you lose it. I call bullshit on that too. Now you may be a little rusty, but again, you are a professional. You go to practice every day, if I'm not mistaken. I would hope so anyway. Or you go to practice when practices are scheduled. So either
Hmm.
you're perfecting your craft or you're at practice bullshitting. But also, you've been on the team with fucking Steve Kerr. You've been on the team with Steph and Clay for a majority of your career.
Hmm.
Why do you need to shoot? For who? For what? So you were utilized in the correct way.
Uh-huh.
Now my thing is, and the funniest shit that I just saw prior to getting on, David Dennis Jr. Of ESPN, he said Draymond Green has been wide ass open from three every 92 seconds for the past 15 years. What are we talking about? And he's exactly correct. Because anytime that ball has swung around, you've been open. You could have taken the shot. You just never
Right.
did. So let's not pretend that fucking this is on Steve Kerr. No, motherfucker, this is on you. You chose not to take those shots. We've seen you
Mhm.
shoot. We've seen you shoot when you was at Michigan State. When you was
Michigan
at
State.
Michigan State, your senior year, you averaged just over 16 points a game. Your senior year, you have never averaged over 14 points a game since you've been with
In
the
the NBA.
Warriors. Since you've been with the Warriors, and since 2018, you haven't had a season where you've averaged in double digits.
Damn.
That's not. But again, that's on you.
Hmm.
You can put this on coaching, but also from a coaching standpoint, it was the right call. Like in the grand scheme of things,
Hmm.
because
I
like you said,
agree.
it delivered championships, but also again, you are a professional dude. Either
Right.
you gonna get out there and shoot the ball like you know how, or you not. And you chose not. You chose not to. You chose not to take those shots. They
Hmm.
there. They
Yeah.
they're always going to be there for you. They always going to be
It's
there.
gonna be there for sure. I agree.
For you,
Nah.
them
Hmm.
shots always going to be open.
For
So
sure.
either
Nah.
the thing is, you have to either you going to take the shot or you not going to take the shot.
And I just think it wasn't in his game plan. It wasn't in his DNA to do that. I think he enjoyed setting up his teammates. He was better utilized doing that, setting the screens rather than trying to,
Right.
be like a stretch forward, set the pick, drop to the 3-point line.
I
Like
mean,
he,
but he could
he was
have. That's the thing. That's the part I'm getting at. You could have
Mhm.
been that. You
Right.
chose in the grand scheme of things. You chose not to be that. Like, and
Mhm.
then he mentioned about when when KD came to Golden State and there were no offensive sets made for him. Again, for what? You got Steph,
Mhm.
Clay, and KD. What the hell do we need a set for you for?
Right.
You better get that bitch off the rim.
Mhm. Nah, yeah, you're right. And even then, even with Draymond, like I said, I think it's just him like kind of knowing that it's nearing the end. He's thinking, the shoulda, woulda, coulda type of things. His regrets, if you will, as he nears the end of his career. I don't think he's gonna retire in like the next. I give Draymond probably like 2 to 3 more seasons until it's Draymond's and stuff like that. Especially if Curry's not. It was he's got him in the post game saying he go a few more years, So if Curry's playing, Draymond is definitely playing. So,
But shit,
um,
that doesn't guarantee that he's gonna be at Golden State because I'm like I'm sure I'm
Yeah,
sure
I mean, okay, because
Mike Dunleavy. Because my thing is this: if I'm Mike Dunleavy, my thing is, what do I gain from keeping Draymond Green at this point?
mm-hmm,
I don't gain anything for real outside of the chemistry between him and Steph. But again, do we want to keep hanging on to that, or do we want to move forward and get ready for to have a new Warriors team once Steph decides to hang all this, because all this shit hangs on Steph. None of this shit
yeah,
hangs on Draymond.
mm-hmm,
All this shit is predicated on Steph at this point,
mm-hmm.
regardless if Steve Kerr comes back as a coach or not. All of this hangs on the balance of Steph, not Dre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess
And
Steph's still contributing. I think he could have been like an all-star starter this year if he was healthy. Just off the popularity, not really. Well, he's still, of course, competing, but I think off the popularity, he still could have been that.
no, he's gonna get it off popularity alone.
Mm-hmm. and
But
and he's
also,
still
I think
competing.
he's still competing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said last week, his game was it was either last week or week before, but his
Mm-hmm.
game is like he's not a high flyer, so his game he can still play a couple more
I
years
agree.
if he wants to, because
Give me a year.
he
Give me
doesn't
like
put that.
an age. Give me an age though. He just turned 38 years old this year. He'll
He
be
can play. He can play.
39.
Yeah, he can play until he's 40, 41. Again,
41. Okay.
his
Okay.
game, because you have to think about it. His game doesn't put a lot of punishment on his body like that.
Body.
Like he's not a he's not a slasher. He's not a big guard or anything like that. Like
Do you think
he
he'll still be able to maintain that speed as a point guard
you
though,
don't
running
need
off
to.
those screens, like dribbling the ball? Like,
The older you get, the more you use your mind. So
okay.
his superpower will be his brain, and he'll be able to still get through and run through picks. And let's say he meets up with a guard that's quicker. Again, using your mind, and then of course whoever the coach is, they're going to draw up plays to get him open. Like that part he doesn't have to worry about. Can you put the ball in the basket?
Mm-hmm.
And we know he can shoot that bitch from the parking lot. So
For sure.
that's nothing. Again, that part he doesn't necessarily have to worry about. Like he'll be able to get his shot off.
Since
It's
we're
just
talking about,
again, it
go
just
ahead.
depends on how long he wants to play. That's it.
And that literally goes into what I was about to say. So since we're talking about Golden State,
Mm.
it's an off-season team. They're chilling out over in the Bay right now. The Hawks are about to do the same over in Atlanta. So and not like I'm talking trash or anything, but so when it comes to Golden State and what they have going on over there, what do you think they're gonna do? Because like they have a lottery pick this year. It's gonna be probably around like the 9th or the 10th pick. The lottery is on May 10th. So whatever they do in the offseason, I definitely think it's built around that date, depending on what number they get. But like if it's like a top 7 guy, I think they're gonna try to build around that guy, and because this draft can
As
give you
they
that kind
should.
of
Yeah, as they should.
one 100%.
This is a pretty decent draft. So at least
Do you
in the
think they
top,
build around that rookie? Like, do you think that's the answer? Do you think you try to
they
go out in
have
free
to.
agency?
They have. Who else you gonna build around? You've already fucked over all your other draft picks that you had. James Wiseman, who unfortunately didn't pan out due to injuries. Um, Moses Moody,
He's
who's
injured
currently injured now.
towards
You
ACL.
traded you traded away Jonathan Kaminga. Like there, you've had picks. You've had picks that you could have started building around. And to be honest, uh, I think had the James Wiseman pick halfway
Man,
worked out, it didn't even have to full like they just needed him to be a rim runner. To be honest,
right.
play defense and rim run.
Like a Derek
And
Lively, how Derek Lively
yeah,
was in Dallas. Yeah.
that's literally all they needed him to do at that time. At the time that he got there, play
Right.
defense and rim run. And again, unfortunately, injuries happened to him, and of course they did what they were supposed to do and they got him out of there. So yeah, whoever they decide to pick, depending on who it is, yes, you start building around that pick. unless you're able to turn it in. I mean, well, I say keep the pick your future and go from there, and then try and work around that. I don't know how much money they have
Yeah.
when it comes to free
Oh,
agency and all that.
hmm,
So
that money to blow for sure.
my thing is I would get rid of Jimmy Butler. I would trade his ass immediately. Soon as he's healthy. Get out of here. Hell, if
Because
I could trade him
he
now, if
signed
I
an
could trade him now,
extension. He
I
signed like a
could.
he signed like a
Yeah,
$120 million,
yeah, two
like a
year.
3 year. Yeah,
It was like a two or 3 year. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, as soon as Jimmy Butler's uh if you can get anything out of Jimmy Butler, get his ass up out of there. I mm, I would put my disclaimer out. I'm not even finna put the disclaimer out there. It's just the fact that hey, this is business. He knows that, so it is what it is. But
nah, I
as
agree.
we get ready to move on, from the Warrior standpoint, it's time for them to figure out what's next because Steph
That's the
can't play
team I'm
forever.
intrigued the most about this offseason. That's the team I'm honestly excited to see what they do at the draft. Cause like, they were the dynasty of like my childhood. Of course they had Miami. But Golden State went on to win more rings than Miami. Golden State won two. Then they Golden State won two more than Miami. The Golden State
Mm-hmm.
won four while the Heatles won two. And it was really interesting to see that Curry, he was the one I got to really see start to develop. I saw him make the All-Star game his first year, then become two-time All-Star and win
I
MVP.
mean,
Be that.
but that came down to the organization knew how to pick talent.
Mm-hmm.
It was now they again we talked about this before. They got lucky due to Steph's injuries, but once Steph got his shit together, they had already
Generational talent.
started getting they already had the core pieces together.
And
And
Monte
then
Ellis.
well, this is once they ship Monte Ellis and you bring in Andre
Clay
Iguodala,
Thompson.
you bring in Sean Livingston, like you start bringing in these pieces and you start you ended up putting the team together that turns into this fucking dynasty that nobody really saw coming.
And that's what I'm really interested about the most. It's like even we're about to get off of it, but that's what I really wanted to see as we end it. Like, who they might like if they draft a guard, if they draft a forward. I think they'll likely draft a guard. I think they're gonna want to bring in that backup point guard. A point guard in particular, Brandon Podziemski. He's developing rather nicely. People try to play him, because he's
No,
confident and stuff like.
I like Brandon. He has
He's developing rather nicely.
he has a decent game, but again, it really depends on what direction the Warriors decide to move in. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
we got plenty of time to discuss that during the off season.
for sure.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on Draymond and tell him that he's full of shit.
Yeah, man, and like even then, like again, to end on that too. Yeah, I think Draymond again. It's just him having no regrets of his career. He wish he would have been
Dog,
probably the
what's there to
guy.
regret? Hold up, what's there to regret? Dog, you
I think he's looking back on it to be like, man, like he's gonna want. He doesn't have that much film like to show his kids, his grandkids of him going off. And they don't get me wrong, yes, the finals, all that. Like I said,
man.
but compared to Curry, compared to Clay, who like shine.
Everybody can't be the guy, man. Everybody can't be the
that's what I'm
guy.
saying. Yeah.
Everybody can't be
That's
the
what he's
guy.
feeling right now. That's what he's knowing his ego and how he feels about himself. Hell yeah, he definitely feels like he should have been or he could have been the guy if he was a little bit more aggressive,
Man, not with that team.
Yeah,
Again, that comes down to knowing your role and again, that for me that's a different another conversation for a different
sure.
episode when it
For
comes
sure.
to roles and things like that in the NBA and just in basketball in general.
In general,
But
absolutely.
let's move on. Some awards a couple more awards came out from last week. Shout out to your guy, Nick Alexander
Big
Walker.
kill. Yeah.
Shout out to him. Most improved player. Well, I know you guys were heavy on it because that's y'all's guy, and of course, why not? and to be honest, my pick was leaning towards him. I just thought it was a closer race than I think most people
Either
probably
him
would
or
have
Jalen
put.
Duren,
Yeah,
most
and
definitely.
I mean it was either or. Like Jalen
An
definitely took a
all-star
step up.
this year, you know?
Yeah, but even without the also, like he took a step, like he really took a step up, especially when Cade
Cade
Cunningham
got
missed
hurt.
when he missed those games. Like
Mhm.
you saw him step in and be able to help uh keep the Pistons afloat. Not they didn't lose, they didn't necessarily lose a step. They didn't lose any leeway in the standings in the East. So yeah, that was definitely I felt like that was a should have been a closer race. I don't know what the votes look like on that, but needless to say, shout out to him, shout out to your guy
Yep.
with
Yeah,
the
man.
winning most improved. But of course the big one that we discussed prior to rookie of the year.
Yep.
Shout out to Cooper
Cooper Flag.
Flagg,
That's that.
rookie of the year. Although I have thoughts. I want to get yours first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and before I do that, this when it comes to rookie of the year, this was the second closest rookie of the year when it came to votes. This was 26 point gap between Cooper and Concaneppel.
I mean, look at VJ. God damn, man.
Now,
Like, and it's
quick
crazy because his team made the playoffs, man.
I
And he wasn't a
mean
big part of that.
nah, VJ wasn't VJ got outshined by Tyrese Maxey. Like
I mean, like
if
that's
you
his
went
team though. Like
I
that.
know
I
it,
mean,
but
that's his.
think about it. No, VJ had moments, but they wasn't consistent. It wasn't like consistent the way both especially Con Knappel was probably the most consistent rookie out of the three. Like if we keep it a buck and we look and we go game for game,
Oh
like
yeah, like
if
yeah,
you
like
go
from
game for
day
game,
one to 82. Hell
yeah,
yeah,
Con Knappel was by far the most consistent rookie.
absolutely.
Um,
Played the most games. I think he played like a hella games this year. Like
yeah.
Iron Man, most
So
definitely.
um, Cooper Flag, rookie of the year. What's your thoughts?
Oh man, again, I'm really, yo, saw a text from Garrett. That's all. I'm in the group chat. Yeah, I saw that. Shout out to him. We love you, bro. Get home safe. Yeah, man. We said it the other night that I just really thought, Khan deserved it because it really contributed to winning more. Now I get
Yeah.
it. Cooper Flag had like a 51-point performance and had like a
Oh, he had some
45-point
games.
performance after that. So I mean, I get it. And that was multiple 40 balls he had this year as a
Hmm.
rookie. I get it. He 100% lived up to the hype. He's looking like a generational talent. And it's crazy to get two of those in 3 years. You get from Victor to Cooper. It's pretty wild, man. I'm not gonna lie. And they're both over in Texas, which is pretty cool. If we ever get a Mavericks
Ooh,
and Spurs,
I got two trivia questions, but go ahead. Go ahead.
nah, for sure. I would love to do that after. And but yeah, not to spend too long on it. But yeah, I just thought Cooper had the amazing individual performances. Con Kneppel had a better team, so just gonna put it like that. Cooper Flag did not
Hmm.
have a LaMelo Ball all year. He did not have a Brandon Miller all year. Not to disrespect PJ Washington and stuff like that, but we know that Kyrie Irving is on that team. Klay Thompson is not what he used to be. And Anthony Davis was traded in the middle of the season. So
Hell, Derek
um,
Lively was out.
yeah, Lively was out as well this year. So it was literally all Cooper by himself. All of his
Hmm.
teammates that are on the team, he never got a chance to play with any of them. Kyrie will come back next year. Derek Lively will come back next year. And we'll just go from there. They'll have an improved Cooper in year two, who's
Yep.
definitely a star, probably going to be an all-star in year two. and you got Kyrie Irving, who's obviously a solidified player. And we're gonna see how that goes. I do think Kyrie's gonna be a major thing, a major veteran for him, championship level veteran, even have a bigger impact than he did on Luka. I think he has more to mold with Cooper than he did with Luka. I think Luka was already himself by the time
Mhm.
Kyrie had got there. So with Cooper, he gets a 20-year-old who's already great on both sides of the ball, and he gets to teach him everything he knows about the game. So I'm excited to see Dallas. I'm excited to see Cooper. I thought he deserved it. Khan had the better team, even though he played good. So that was the deciding factor. Was that Cooper? I mean, man, like he just had better individual performances on a worse team, and it's just what it is. So, you can take it back to the '90s
Now,
and you can be co-rookie of the year, but yeah.
I have a question
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to Cooper Flag. If if Kyrie and Derek Lively are healthy, does this change the outcome?
Of this, I mean, probably not, just because like it's Cooper Flag and he
I think
has.
it does
You think
because you have to.
so?
Yes, because you have to think about it. Kyrie, think about the type of player that Kyrie is. Think about the type of player that Derek Lively
Oh
is.
yeah,
Like
Kyrie's taking at
Derek
least 15
Lively,
shots a game, like
Derek
hit for shot.
Lively's a rim, and then of course that helps alleviate Clay. So Clay has less to worry about. Like
Yep.
all of these things, like they play a part. So I think for me, I think this would be a little bit different, a little bit differently if Kyrie and Derek Lively, at the least those two alone, are healthy and they play this year. I think it looks slightly different, just a little different. Now I do think there's a narrative being pushed. That again, that's just me. I
Mm-hmm.
we saw look, we saw it with LeBron because I will always say that Carmelo should have won Rookie of the Year between him and LeBron.
Yeah. I'm Denver.
Again, he had a more consistent steady year, and on top of that, they get to he's a major contribution to them getting to the playoffs.
Right.
So, but neither here nor there. Shout out to Cooper Flag.
Mm-hmm.
Now trivia, two trivia questions.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Flag is the Rookie of the Year for Dallas. There are two other Rookie of the Years. Can you name them?
For the Mavericks.
Yes.
Um for the Mavericks.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Dirk didn't win Rookie of the Year.
Nope. But there
Oh, I
was a
mean,
play.
yeah. Luka Doncic.
Okay, that's one.
Luka Doncic,
Now who's
and
the other?
was it Mark Aguirre? Like,
Nope.
wait,
He's
no, hold on,
currently.
wait, no, wait. Give me one more. Give me one more. I mean, it's a Maverick, man.
I'll give
Like,
you. I give you a hint. He's currently on the staff.
oh, Jason Kidd, he won co-rookie of the
There
year.
you go.
Ooh, Grant Hill, yeah.
Yep. So Jason
I keep
Kidd.
forgetting that he started. I always think it's the other way around. I think he started in Phoenix. No, he started in
Now he
Dallas. He
started
was
in
traded
Dallas. Yeah.
to Phoenix. Yeah,
Yep.
which is
But yeah.
crazy
So
because
you have.
we're working with Steve Nash. Like, were they traded for each other? Because yeah, they were
Yes.
in the same
Yes.
package, but I don't think it
Yes.
was like for each other straight up like that. Because Jason Kidd, he was like the number 2 overall pick back then, so I don't think it was. It's just they happened to get Steve Nash in that
Yep.
package.
But yeah, Jason Kidd, freaking Luca, and now Cooper Flag are the three Rookie of the Years for the Mavs. And my second trivia question.
Mm-hmm.
So I mentioned about there was a 26 point gap between
Yeah.
Cooper and Concanepo. There was a 15 point gap in 2021-2022. Who was the Rookie of the Year, and who did he edge out?
It was Scotty Barnes because he beat Cade.
He did not beat Cade.
Scotty Barnes won. Oh, you're talking about in terms of the second
Scotty
person.
Barnes, you got the rookie of the year right. Now
Yeah.
who did he beat out?
Who was the second best player? The top five that it was Cade, the number 2 pick of the 2021 NBA draft. Evan Mobley, I think he was 3. Scotty Barnes was 4. I know that for a fact. I'm blanking. I'm trying to remember what.
Look,
We can,
don't overthink
no,
it.
yeah. You can give me like who was the number 2 fucking pick in the draft that year?
You already mentioned the name.
Oh, word. Was it Evan Mobley? Yeah, he beat Evan Mobley. Yeah,
Yep.
word. All right, yeah, cool. All right.
But yep, he beat out Evan Mobley by 15 points. 15 points. Jesus.
Yeah,
now
man,
when it comes to I was gonna say when it comes to Cooper Flagg, he is the first rookie since Michael Jordan in 1984-85 to lead his team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. Now, I had asked you about if Kyrie and Derek Lively had been healthy, would have been different, because I think this award, to me, is kind of skewed, and it's just because of play. And and here's what I mean by it. Cooper Flagg had to do all that. He had to score, pass, rebound. Like, he had to do all that stuff. Whereas Con Kneppel, he was just the perfect fit for the Hornets. He was a fit that he was a key piece that they needed. So I think, to me, it kind of goes against Con Kneppel on the fact that you get drafted to a team that you just so end up having to have a perfect fit with.
Right.
But in the grand scheme of things, you're part of the reason why
they had a resurgence, you know.
You're a key reason. Dude, he broke the rookie record with in 3-pointers, making 273 3-pointers this year. Like, that has to go for something. But nonetheless, I mean, shout out to Cooper Flagg. Again, I always feel like there's always something lurking behind closed doors at times when it comes to stuff like this. But nonetheless, again, can't take anything away from Cooper Flagg, because he did get out there and perform. Like, he performed, and he lived up to the hype. He lived up to the hype. I will give him that. Like, again, before he even got drafted, him, during the Olympic trials and practicing with the Olympic team and getting out there and performing with them and having them, having the guys from the Olympic team, like, yeah, he's definitely up next. Like, once you get that type of buzz from the top guys in the league, you know that you're on to something good. So
yeah,
again, congratulations to Cooper Flagg. Shout out to Con Kneppel as well, and the other rookies. But on to the meat and potatoes of this. Dog, this first round from the East is great. Actually, as a whole, let's start there. As a whole, this has been great.
Yeah.
Because you have games that could possibly go 7 games, or excuse me, series. You have series that could possibly go 7. And as we look right now, OKC handled business 4-0. I felt like I thought that was going to happen anyways. Spurs, they take out the Blazers 4-1. It would have been 4-0. I feel like it would have been 4-0 had Wemby not got injured in what was that, game 2. You got the Nuggets, they're down 2-3 to the Timberwolves. although got some news, saw some news earlier that what's the guard? Hold on, let me pull it up. Uh,
Ayo
Ayo,
Dosunmu.
yep,
Yeah.
he's out. He's out for today, for tonight's game. So should make this a little bit easier for the Nuggets. Again, we'll discuss that here in a moment. The Lakers are up 3-2 on the Rockets. Kevin Durantless Rockets.
How good is LeBron James, boy?
Shit,
I mean,
seems like
but still, I get it.
seems like the
KD's not
Rockets.
there
Seems like the Rockets have kind of they figured they look put it like this. They figured something out for 2 games.
for sure. And then they
Then
go back
you
to Houston
but yeah, again, we'll get to that in just a moment. Then you have on the East, the Magic are up 3-2 on the Pistons.
on
Now
the fucking Pistons,
I
man.
have thoughts on this series. I'll get to them when we get there. Cavs are up 3-2 on the Raptors. I have thoughts.
Is what it is,
The
bro.
the Knicks
Sure.
are blowing the fucking doors off of the Hawks 133-78, and the Celtics are up 3-2
It's unfortunate,
on
bro.
the 76ers. So we'll start in the West, work our way to the East. We'll
Okay.
start with the easy ones. Thunder wipe the floor with the Suns
It's a good
4-0.
series, man.
I
For
I
the
got
Thunder,
nothing.
you know they
I ain't got nothing. The Thunder
me
did
neither.
exactly what they were supposed to do. They went in
Yep.
there, beat the brakes off of the Suns. Unfortunately, they lose Jalen Williams in the process. But again, with this team, the way this team is constructed, they can lose a Jalen Williams and still be fine. Hell, they didn't have him in the beginning of the year, and we saw what happened. So I don't know if you have any expanding thoughts on this. I ain't got nothing. Thunder
Nah,
did
man.
exactly what they were supposed to do.
I just wonder what this means for Devin Booker. You know, yet again, and I get it. They made the finals in 2021, 5 years ago. You know, so since then, he has not been able to replicate nowhere near the playoff success he had with that team. Of course, you know they're still trying to just rebuild from the things they experienced with that roster, losing the draft capital, everyone getting reorganized with their roles. The team looked really good in the regular season. They were definitely a surprise to me. They were a
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good team. With Dylan Brooks, you know, he took a major step up in scoring this year. Jalen Green looked like he is excited to be in a new home with Phoenix. I'm excited for him. The former number 2 pick. That's who the number 2 overall pick of the 2020 was Jalen fucking Green, man. Yeah, it was Jalen Green,
it comes back around.
bro. Yeah, because I was thinking about Houston. Yeah. But yeah, man, like Jalen Green's looking good, and for Oklahoma, it's the same thing. You know, it's what people thought was gonna happen. You know, people expect them to make the finals. You know, so it just is what it is. You know,
Yeah,
we'll be talking about them probably until then. It's at least the Western Conference Finals for sure for Oklahoma, but they still look a cut above the rest. Just the way SGA is taking an even higher level in the playoffs. You know, you've seen he doesn't even want to get, use the free throw line anymore. He's really just trying to get grown man buckets on these dudes to prove a point. So yeah,
I
man.
mean,
Okay, it's
also it's
OKC being
Phoenix, so
OKC.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's Phoenix, so I we'll cut them some slack.
Yeah,
I'll cut them some slack on that one. Um, yeah, what this means for Devin Booker, he's going to continue to be a legend at the bank. I don't think Devin Booker, to me, Devin, does he want to win? Yes. Does he
yes, 100.
care?
percent
Does he care enough? Not really. Again, they continue to pay him good money, and my thing is, I've always said if you're not going to be the greatest, you might as well try and be a legend at the bank, and that is something that he is. He is definitely a legend at the bank. So
Mm-hmm.
it Now, I am interested to see where Phoenix goes, but again, as of right now, them getting the Thunder in the first round, we already knew what time it was. Like we not, I wasn't finna be cute with that. Um, on to the next one that is now over and done. The Spurs, they took care of the Blazers. Um, in Game Five, a gentleman sweep, 4-1. Um, Dog, they started the game 12-2. Got up as much as 28 points before halftime. I think they was up by 20 going into the half. Uh, Excuse me. The Blazers, they fought back. They cut it down to single digits, and then San Antonio, they locked in. Dog, Julian, God, I hate pronouncing this dude.
Champagny.
Champagny was on fire that first
Oh
half.
yeah,
Four
for
for
sure.
five from three, 5 from 7 from the floor. De'Aaron Fox had 7. He had 7 assists before halftime. So, and shout out to the Spurs because this is the first series they've won since 2017.
Hmm.
What you got? What you got for Spurs and Blazers?
Yeah, man. Same thing. You know what's next for San Antonio? Obviously, I think they're gonna meet. Though I think they're going to meet the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. That's inevitable.
I sure
They,
hope so.
they are the two best teams on the planet, in my opinion. East and West combined, they're literally the two best teams on the planet, top to bottom rosters. Um, so I think they're gonna face, them in the Western Conference Finals. Once we get there, I'll make a pick in that series. But um, just yeah, man. Like I got San Antonio winning. Their next series as well. Shout out to the Blazers. They made it this far. They survived the play-in to make the playoffs, and that's what happens, man. You be a low seed. Your reward for losing is a higher seed.
Right.
So the next time they're on the court, Damian Lillard will be healthy, a future Hall of Famer. So he'll be back in Portland for real, for real.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what Damian and Denny Avdija can do together on the court. I mean, man, like I think next year Jeremy Grant, still pieces like that. They'll probably be like a 6 seed, some at least they'll make the playoffs again for sure. I think they're a playoff team now. Um,
Of course,
but
we'll
yeah,
still have to
man.
see what how they draft and what they do in free agency. But
And what happens with Chauncey Billups, man? Dudes are still waiting. I
I
mean,
don't think
Damon Jones,
nobody's worried about Chauncey Billups. Chauncey
because
Billups
Damon
is an
Jones just took a
afterthought.
plea deal, man. So
Fuck,
it's not
damn
looking too good for
snitch.
Chauncey, man. It's not. They're
Goddamn
pleading
snitch.
out. They're pleading out already.
That
It's not looking
look.
good, Chauncey,
I
man.
said David Jones looked like he was gonna snitch. As soon as he got jammed, I was like, oh, he's
He did
snitching.
not fight the case, man. He did not fight the case.
It's like
I
that
don't
nigga
blame him.
is
It's the
snitching.
feds, man. It's the feds.
Oh shit! But I'm gonna say, ain't nobody. Chauncey Billups will not be back now. Tiago Splitter
Yeah,
should
be
should
back.
be back
Should 100%.
again. We'll see
Did a
what
great
happens.
job.
I was gonna say, and then on top of that, you have new management, new owners for the
Hmm.
Blazers, cheap asses, but that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that during the offseason.
Rest in peace
Um,
to Paul Allen, most definitely.
oh yeah. We move on to the Lakers and the Rockets. Like I said, the Lakers are up 3-2. Rockets have won two in a row without Durant. I I hate the fact that KD's down for one,
Yeah.
two, and I know it's just motherfuckers on social media uh trolling, but you do have some people that kind of believe this, that KD is quitting on the team. I said it's hard for somebody who played 78 games for a team to say that he quit on this team, because if that was the case, he should have quit earlier in the season. But if anybody knows, if we know anything about KD's a hooper. He's a hooper's hooper. That's all that dude love to do is hoop. So I don't buy into it. Like again, the dude has a bruised bone in his ankle. Like you're not coming back from that right away. Even especially at his age, he's upper 30s. Yeah, you're not bouncing back from that. Hell, you're barely bouncing back from it in your
20,
20s.
right?
But I feel the pressure is on the Lakers
Yep.
to close this out. They have to do it. Unfortunately, they have to do it in Houston. What I mean, possible. You have Austin Reeves back. He's been back for 2 games. Um, but for Austin Reeves, he still has to get back into the swing of things. Um, JJ Redick. Stop
Funny,
with
man.
the stop with the excuses, because my thing is this. So JJ Redick mentioned one of the factors when it came to the Lakers in Game 4 was the 48-hour turnaround time
Yep.
of having to play game after Game 3 that went in overtime. My thing is this, JJ, you're not the only team out there, buddy. The Rockets had to do the same thing. The Rockets had to do the same thing. Now, I know you're not in LA. You're not in LA, so you don't get to go home and lay in your own bed, but also you guys get the top of the top hotels to stay in. So
Yo, you're a funny guy, bro.
I'm pretty sure you guys were able
You're a
to
funny
get some
guy.
rest. I'm just saying,
No, you're right, man.
y'all get paid millions of dollars. Well, majority of y'all get paid millions of dollars to play this game. I don't want to hear any excuses because again, the Houston Rockets had to do the same. Now they get the luxury of going home, but they still have the same 48 hours that you did that you had to play too. So miss me with all that. Miss me with all that. Um, but yeah, I the Lakers have the most pressure. Rockets are playing with house money, especially without Kevin Durant or a fucking point guard. So you being the Lakers beat writer,
Hmm.
how you feeling? How you feeling about this series? How you feeling about Game 6?
Yeah, man. So I feel like you just really said a good 75% of it. Biggest thing about it I can add is that Austin Reeves has returned to the series. He had a good game last game, even on a minutes restriction. He looked good. He had like 22 points with like 6 rebounds, 6 assists,
Nice.
and 4 rebounds. So
Shot 4-16 though.
yeah, and I
That's why I
get
said
it.
he has to get back into his groove.
Most definitely. I do agree with you 100%. It's just a part of it. Playing hurt like that, he does have to get back with the efficiency. I do think he will get back into it 100%. It's gonna be kind of hard, man. You know, it's in the middle of a playoff series, so he hasn't really touched the court for real since Christmas. It's been a long time. He's coming back from that strain. He
Mm-hmm.
touched the court a little bit even after that, but he took a lot of time off. Same with Luka. And now he's coming back before Doncic. So it's a big acquisition for the Lakers. You know, you get a person, 20 points or walking 20-7, on good nights.
Mm-hmm.
So it's massive for LeBron. It definitely takes something off his shoulders. It really forced guys like Marcus Smart, who's been draining so many threes lately, to really step their game up.
Yeah, you got to cut
And
down
it's
on the
been
turnovers.
I agree. And same thing when we talked about it the last podcast. Luke Kennard as well. He was the savior for the Lakers, really stepping up with this, really coming out, playing really good, man, with the Lakers. And even then, man, like even just to come in the postseason and to average 14 points a game on 41% 3-point shooting, it was really massive for them. They needed that big boost in the starting lineup still. And he's coming out still being really aggressive, even with Austin still on the floor. So it's a good sign, like this is the role he's getting accustomed to playing in JJ Redick's system. And this is what is expected of him in this playoff series, in this playoff run. He's likely going to be that guy coming off the bench in that second unit when they're fully healthy, of course. Coming out, really giving them that big boost they need in that second unit with guys like, Jake LaRavia and stuff like that, like you're struggling. DeAndre Ayton is playing better. He's playing a lot better, in my opinion, playing way more aggressive. He looked like he heard the noise, and I think he's rising to the occasion. DeAndre Ayton, definitely think
I hate that. I hate that when it comes to him. Like,
because he had 18
why
points
do
and
you have
17
to?
rebounds.
But why do you have to? Why does it have to be the internet or whatever you hear, whether it's the internet
Right.
or sports analysts who are kicking your fucking teeth in for you to respond? Like, again, you get paid a good amount of money. Go out there and produce. That's what you're a former number one draft pick. Get out there and go out there and hoop. Again, that's all us as fans want you to do. Get out there and fucking hoop. Again, you're playing with you're playing with LeBron James, who definitely makes the game easier for you.
Yep.
The least you can do for him is do your part. Do your job. Like, hell, you can walk into a triple double playing with LeBron with ease. But again, he's had these spurts where he disappears. I think the Rockets finally figured out, hey, we might want to cover this Luke Kennard guy.
Yep.
So they held him in check. They held him, what, it was like 10 points or something like that, or somewhere in that area. Pretty much they didn't let him go off. Jabari Smith, at least for game 5, Jabari Smith and Tari Eason, they came through and came up big. Jabari with 22, Tari with 18. They came up big for the Rockets. Now I will say they have to keep this going, but they're also playing with house money, so it's like we get to go out here and play free. And I think that's the best part for the Rockets with the roster that's going out there. They get to go out there and play free and loose. Whereas again, the pressure is more so on the Lakers, and I agree with JJ Redick. You have to kill the team that's in front of you. And they didn't get the, they did not, words are hard. They did not get the chance to do that. So here's y'all, for the Lakers, here's y'all's chance to kill this team off. The question is, are you going to be able to kill them off or not? So we shall see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that ball is definitely in LA's court. Got to get it done in Houston. It's gonna be a hard game in Game 6. They're gonna be fighting to stay alive. This is a team that knows how to execute, and they're well coached. They have Ime Udoka on the sideline, and that's been a massive factor of the series as well. I truly do believe that. And our parents and Goon is rising to the occasion as well over there in Houston. So it could potentially go 7, but I think LA is going to close it out still.
I wanted to go 7 just for shits and giggles, because I'm selfish as a fan. But that's just me. Any game that's 3-2, I wanted to go 7
for sure.
I wanted to go 7 just on some selfish shit.
I agree.
As we move along, speaking of another 3-2 series, the Wolves and the Nuggets. We mentioned earlier that the Timberwolves, they have lost another. Yep, they lost another piece. So this makes it a little bit more easier for the Nuggets. Again, the Nuggets have to go out. Just like I said, the pressure was on the Lakers. The pressure is on the Nuggets. They have to go out there and take advantage of all these missing pieces. I want to give a shout out to Rudy Gobert. Before you go, I want to give a shout out to Rudy Gobert. He has been playing phenomenal defense on Joker. Yes, Joker got a triple double the other night, but this overall series, Rudy Gobert has been playing like the defensive player of the year that he has been before, and he has been shutting shit down when it comes to playing defense on Joker, man.
Yeah, man. It's always been a thing, when they faced off. So I think Rudy just really took the challenge personally, as Michael Jordan would say. He really just took it personally. He really wanted to show he could still defend a guy like Jokic, who considered to be the best player on the planet. So, yeah, man, I think that he knew how big of an X factor that was for them heading into the series. And that's it, man. I do think that the ball again is in Denver's court this time around. Trying to kill a wounded wolf out in the wild. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
for real.
walking around with one leg hurt. You feel me? On all fours. So it's right there for the taking. Anthony Edwards is hurt. He's obviously their best player. I would assume
Hmm.
was having a massive series until he got hurt.
Yep.
So it's just unfortunate. It's basketball, man. If any some Wolves fans are watching this, it sucks. It's really
Oh
unfortunate.
yeah, yeah,
It
absolutely.
truly it sucks. Like I get it. When like you're going out there nowhere near 100%, but you have no choice but to play, man. It is what it
Hmm.
is. And
Yeah.
it just is what it's unfortunate. It's part of basketball. It's part of all sports. And Anthony
Hmm.
Edwards is out for some weeks. So even if they advance
Yeah.
past this, he might not come back till like game 6, game 5, and
And
round
then
2. So
yeah, the
um
winner of this has to meet up with the Spurs, who
so
who are
I mean
they hooping. So
yeah. So
uh
I got Denver pushing it 7 for the next time. Well, the next time we be live, the series will be over. I think
yeah,
Denver's
they just
probably going to
started.
close it out. Yeah.
Yeah, they just started as we're recording.
But
I need more out of Cam Johnson. The Cam Johnson that we saw with the Nets, we are not seeing in Denver. Where the fuck are you, my guy? Like,
mm-hmm.
I need you to be more consistent, and play like the Cam Johnson that we saw
Two Cam
in
Johnsons in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. For real.
Yeah, I'm
Literally.
like, dog, you, because when that trade happened for him
Michael
and
Porter
Michael
Jr.
Porter Jr., I'm like, dog, like you're. I thought it was an even trade, to be honest. Like, it was just more so. I'm like, yo, Michael Porter Jr. is a gunner, and I'm like, they didn't necessarily need that from him in Denver, and to get Cam Johnson, I'm like, well, shit, we know he can score the ball, and we know he can do. We know he can play a little bit of defense. Again, it's it's just the fact, like, you get to a team, a better team, and you disappear. So hopefully
Hmm.
Cam Johnson steps up, because I'm shit. They need him from here on out. But
For sure.
he's just
I
one of
agree.
those players. He's just one of those players. I was looking like, yo, why are we not getting more from Cam Johnson? But
Hmm.
like I said, we'll see. The Denver and the Timberwolves, they're playing right now, so of course it's early, it's close. It is what it is. The Timberwolves, they're going to feed off the crowd as long as possible. It's up to Denver to kill it early, because the more you let the Timberwolves hang around, they're gonna fuck around and send y'all home.
Yeah.
But on to the East. We'll start at the top with the Magic and the Pistons. Magic are up 3-2.
Yeah, man. All
I
credit to
think,
Orlando, for real.
but now I will say this about Orlando. Orlando looks like the top 5 team that we predicted during the preseason. That's the Orlando team that I feel like we got, compared to the Orlando team that we saw throughout the season. But a lot of that was due to injuries. Like, they had injury after injury throughout the season, so of course didn't look as good. But now all these pieces have come back. They've come back. They're healthy enough,
Hmm.
and they're at the point they can get the Pistons up out of here. So,
Hmm.
what's your thoughts on the series?
Yeah, man. I think for Orlando, it's just a massive surprise for what they've done. I'll be quite honest. I don't think anyone saw this coming, especially when they were up 3-1 like that. Give all credit to Jamal Mosley. They were so ready to fire him. Now he's the same coach that's coaching them to a lead over the 1 seed like that. I never thought it was a matter of his coaching. I just thought it was young players acting like spoiled brats, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
Now they look like they're listening to their coach. They're finally at the place where they want to be, which is in the playoffs, which is all they wanted. They wanted to know they could be a playoff team still, and just giving them that breath, it was a breath of fresh air for them. And we're seeing a whole new team execute in a whole new manner with new life. And I do think this has saved Jamal Mosley's job. I think it'd be kind of stupid to fire him. They were looking good last season, before they fell off last season too. But man, they look like again right now, like how you said, that fifth seeded team we thought they were going to be. And I think that's because of the coaching. They're finally listening to their coach.
yeah. Also, it helps when Jalen Duren is MIA.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he's on the milk carton too.
Swallowed
So
by the moment.
it's like
Sure.
if
Yeah, man.
I mentioned Jalen Duren, but somebody else has to score outside of Cade Cunningham on the Pistons. That's one of the main reasons the Pistons are down in this series. Nobody else can score outside of Cade. So, and then Game 5 did give me a little Vince Carter, Allen Iverson vibes when they were trading 40 point and 50 pointers in the playoffs, because both Cade and Paulo Banchero went for 45 in Game 5.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, man, and shout out to Paulo. He's looking like he's finally got his confidence back. I think this will only strengthen his case. As he continues to regain the respect he had heading into this year. He's proven to be a playoff riser. He is a playoff riser. That is undoubtable now after his performance last year in the playoffs. So, shout out to him, man. I'm really happy for him.
oh yeah.
And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I will say this before we move on. Franz Wagner was sidelined with a right calf strain, so we'll have to take heed of that going into game 6 and see how that affects Orlando moving forward. But on to the Celtics and the 76ers. Celtics are up 3-2 in this series. Joel Embiid has came back for 2 games, dominated the Celtics in game 5, especially in the second half where he had 18 points. Celtics did Celtics shit and tried to shoot the fucking lights out from 3, and they were 11 for 39 from 3. And another person that's on the milk carton, Derek White, sportsmanship award winner for this year.
Yeah.
Derek White, currently averaging just over 8 points a game in this series. And my guy, where are you? Where's the Derek White that we saw last year and the year the championship? Like, where is that Derek White?
Nah, man. I think it's just Philadelphia. They're rising to the moment, putting pressure on the Celtics. They always had a young and athletic team. I think that's the only kind of team that can give a team like that fits issues is a young athletic team like that. And they have star talent. And I thought, Joel is still going through his injury problems, unfortunately. But he did play in this series when he could, so I think it all just comes back down to their star backcourt, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, their future, to be quite honest. And that's it, man. We got to see how they perform. Tyrese Maxey has low-key taken the reins of this being his team now.
Yeah, this is definitely his team.
Like the way that it's looking, it is Tyrese Maxey in the Philadelphia 76ers. So
absolutely.
Yeah, man. I think it's I think they might have forced game 7 tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So I just want to
they play Friday.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that. Got you. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I mean they definitely could. They have what it takes to I guess it just depends on what they got, But it's definitely been competitive so far this series, and that's what a lot of other people thought. Nah, yeah, they're up on the Sixers right now. I mean, they're up on the Celtics, 82-63. So they're about to force a
Oh
game
shit, they're
seven.
playing. They're playing right now.
Yeah, they're about to force
Oh
a game
shit, I thought.
seven.
See, this should
Yeah,
be confusing me.
now you're good. They're about to force a game seven, so
My
that's
bad,
seven
yo.
games. Like, yeah, man. So they got to go back to
Yep.
Boston for a really hard game, and that's it, man. All power to them.
Well, it is what it is. To the next 3-2 game, the Cavs and the Raptors. The Cavaliers piss me off so much, but like I've said before, the Cavs, the Knicks, and the Hawks, three of the same teams that wear different uniforms. They all piss me off the same because they know how there's a formula for each team to win. Each team goes away from that formula every time. Like they'll hit the formula. They'll hit the formula in a couple of games and then they'll go away from it. And it's like, why are you going away from what you know that works? And now with the Hawks is a little different since they traded Trey Young. But from and we'll get to that game here in just a moment. But in the grand scheme of things, these three teams are always the teams that I will say y'all got to prove it to me to show me how good y'all really are, because they'll go that these three teams will have runs and they will look great, but then they'll get to a point where it's like, yo, what are y'all doing? Especially in the playoffs. And then of course with James Harden getting to the Cavs, I was like, this is the worst match made in hell that I could think of, because the Cavs are already suspect, and then you bring somebody who has a suspect playoff record into the mix, and you're bound for disaster. The Cavs are have the most pressure because now you have to beat the Raptors. Like there's no if ands but y'all need to get them out the way, because if they force a game 7, I'm afraid to see what happens in a game 7 and you have James Harden on your team because you have a history. Also, one two things and then I'll pass it to you. Brandon
Hmm.
Ingram goes down with the right heel inflammation, so I think he's going to be out. I don't know if he'll be back in time for or if he'll be back and ready to roll for game 6. But can somebody tell me why Max Struess is the starter over Dennis Schroeder? Can
Yeah.
anybody answer that question for me? Because if I'm the head coach, Dennis Schroeder is starting over Max Struess. No questions asked.
Yeah, man. I mean, my bad about that. Yeah, I mean, I do think Dennis Schroeder's the more proven player. I think in big moments he still rises to the occasion, especially if it's in the FIFA World Cup. So the FIBA World Cup. But nah, man, I think for Cleveland, there's still some growing pains. They knew what it was when they made that trade in the beginning of the year. I mean, in the middle of the year, it was a move for the playoffs. They knew what that was, and they just got to see how it goes in like this last few stretch of this series. Um, I think James Harden's going to have a big game. I think Donovan Mitchell they're going to have big games. I do choose them to advance past Toronto. I just think Toronto, like they're fighting for their lives right now. But I do think Cleveland, like they're well coached with Kenny Atkinson, and I think they're gonna close it out, more than likely and win 4-2. Especially if
They
it goes
better.
7. I trust them to win if it goes 7. They got too much talent to not win in game 7. Too many people that could take over at any moment. And people that are experienced in that, who've been in that before.
Yeah, I
But
hear you. I hear you. But there's
I get it.
history.
You know, they got to prove it to you for sure.
There's history.
Most stuff.
But yeah, Cavs, please close this out. That's all I got. Please close this out. Cause Jesus Christ, man. If y'all get to a game 7, I don't know what to say. And then of course to close this out, as we were recording the Knicks pretty much just went into Atlanta and took over. I'm putting this as delicately as possible because the Knicks beat the brake pads off the Hawks 140-89. At one point, so when I didn't even turn the game on before we went live tonight. I get home from the gym, get showered, get prepped.
Hmm.
I look at my phone, I hop on Twitter, and the first 3 people I see, Jay, Nick, and our guy Marcus, one of our photographers on the team. All 3 of them are talking about the game, and everybody's like, "Yo, what the hell is going?" Pretty much, it's a "What the hell is going on right now?" So I go and I look at the score, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Because the score at the time that I saw it, it was like 56-19. I'm like, "This can't be real. This can't be real." So then I turn on the game, and it gets worse because then when I finally look up, somebody got a text from Atlanta, and then the Knicks are up 60-19. I'm like, yo, like, what happened from tip off to wherever part in the second quarter that I got to, because the second quarter wasn't nowhere near over at this time. Where did it go wrong for the Hawks? Only you can tell me, because again, I caught this mid second quarter, so I don't know what the hell happened in the first quarter. I I'm gonna have to go back and watch from the first quarter and just to see how we got to where we were. But prior to getting on, we had a slight discussion. We had a slight discussion as far as with
Yeah,
the Hawks. So you being the Hawks representative, I'm going to
for
let you
sure.
have the floor, sir.
No, I mean, man, there's nothing else to say. Like, yo, a loss is a loss. Obviously, you know, you never want to lose in any way, shape, or form. There's no way to have a moral victory about any loss. I don't care if you lose by 1. I don't care if you lose by 100. You feel me? There's no other way to put it. Um, they got crushed tonight, man. It's what it is. You know, like this is what happens when you don't come to compete, man. And like the Hawks are the 3rd youngest team in the NBA. The only teams younger than them are the Washington Wizards and the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, the Hawks are way ahead of schedule when it comes to those 3 teams compared to where they are right now to where they're going to be in the future. The fact this team made the playoffs is pretty admirable. They were 26-30 at the All-Star break. And they ended up making the playoffs. You know, they ended with a positive record, their most positive record in the last like 5 years. And like you go out against New York, you know, you win
Man,
2
Denver about
games,
to
you
lose.
lose 2 games, and then it's game 5. You drop game 5 in New York. That was expected. You're given this game at home back in Atlanta for a reason, and they just didn't come to compete, man. They were just really flat. It just snowballed from the first quarter. New York knew how to put them away, and that was it, man. Like that was it, man. They looked like a young team. They just didn't know how to respond. And like that's just how it is. They had no one on the team that can answer that question for them. They had no one on the team that could do that for them, man. Even with 7 years being here, you know, Trey Young never allowed them to lose by no motherfucking 50 fucking points, man. And that's just it.
Even if Trey Young was here,
Was
they
there? I
would have
mean,
got
even if
they
it
would have
wouldn't
got
have
dog
mattered
walk.
though. I'm talking about like at least like someone taking charge though. There was plenty of times in this series near the end of those games they were playing hot potato. No one wanted to take the fucking ball, man. They're giving the ball to
I
34-year-old
mean,
Super McCollum,
I mean
forcing
when
him
you're
to
down. when you're down by 50, it's kind of
And
hard
that's why I
to
said not. That's why I
want to
said not
play.
this game in particular. I'm just saying in general. There was times in this series where that happened. And like again, like it just wouldn't happen like that, man. Like that happens from also you not trying. No one was trying to get to the free throw line. No one was trying to score the ball. No one was trying to. It don't like like I get it. You can play a good defense all day. You still can be aggressive to get to the free throw line. That never happened. There was at one point during like game 5, I think it was. The Knicks had 19 free throws to Atlanta's 4. Like, come on, man. Like, that's just like it's impossible to win
If
like
and say
that.
that's just not being aggressive.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, man, like it just didn't happen like that at all, man. Like even with the Knicks physicality, they didn't match it the way they were supposed to. And they lost this game. They stepped onto the court and they just gave it to the Knicks. The Knicks just took it from them, and that was it. They walked off with it, and there was no recovering from that. The only thing they really say here is just like, yo, just get ready for the NBA draft, man. You make that move last summer to get that Pelicans pick. They have a chance. They have like a 6.8 chance to get the number 1 overall pick. And outside of that, the lowest it can be is number 11. So hopefully, they can get a 5th pick, a 4th pick, a 6th pick, a 7th, something like that. But that's the only way they can have a positive end to this season. Just though outside of that, like they got embarrassed in front of the NBA, man. And that is what it is. It's unfortunate to say that. This game is on ESPN. It was nationally televised, and that's how your season
Oh
comes to
yeah,
an end, man. You get embarrassed in front of the NBA, and that's it. Like I said, the biggest thing about this season before it started back in September was that the Hawks have to gain respect. I said the Hawks have to gain respect because right now you don't have any. I said that back in September. They went through all those ups and downs. There were 26-30 by All-Star break. You turn yourself around, become a playoff team, and the little respect you get, you fumble it by like having your season ended in this fashion. Now, like you go into the off season where this is the last memory people have about you, man. And it's unfortunate. I just have to be real about it. This is the circumstance, this is the situation, and like the only way they can even possibly like dispel this kind of narrative, man. Like you have to come out and just be a 1 seed. It doesn't fucking matter what moves you make over the off season. It doesn't matter about any of that. They're gonna think about this loss and what happened to you, and that's it. So the Hawks have to look themselves in the mirror. Take this loss on the motherfucking chin. There is no way around it. They have to answer these questions and have to go through them. Quiet ass locker room, all those things, everything you think about, they're doing it. They have to go through that. It's part of playing basketball, man. These kids set out to do this shit for a living, man. This is the highest level of it, man. You
I hear
know,
you. I
and
I
like
I hear you, dog.
I get it, man. Niggas can talk about the 51-point loss. I understand that. No one wants to lose that way.
I hear
Before the
you.
before the
I hear
score
you.
gets to 51 to a 51-point deficit, it's over before then. You
Oh
feel me?
yeah.
They have to take
Oh,
this
this
loss.
game, this dog, this
I
game,
mean, like
this
that's what I'm saying. So
look at
it's
this
like,
game was
man, like
over.
it's
This
not
game was
like
over mid second quarter.
say like the end of the first, the shit was over. It was like 40-15, and they gave up on them fucking selves, man. And that's it. I don't give a shit what any of them players say. And that shit, I don't give a fuck what Quinn Snyder says. Nah, man, it's unfortunate. These players have to learn from that. That shit burns, man. That's the last time you get to play basketball again until October. You have to live with that, man. And
Man,
if this don't make you
nobody's
want
gonna
to get
nobody's gonna remember this shit because guess what? The Knicks are gonna fucking lose anyways. I said it.
if this doesn't make you want to get better, like I don't know what the fuck will, man. So that's the only positive thing that can come out
Well,
of this is that this makes just lights a fire under all of this young roster, man. That's it. Like
okay.
that's
I
it. You have a
I
draft
hear
pick. Like I
I
mean,
hear you on all that, and I know you upset
fuck it,
as
man. It's what it is.
as a
Like
Hawks rep, but so just to get to the overall series.
yeah, man.
This could have been over. This could have been over a long time ago. The Knicks could have actually swept this game, swept the series. And I say that because I mentioned about gameplay. Gameplay when it comes to the Knicks, the Cavs, and the Hawks. You have a you have a there's a system that works, or there's a there's a theory for the team that works. For the Knicks, it's playing through Karl Anthony Towns. Had they done that from game one, y'all, this would have been a sweep because y'all Atlanta had nobody that could guard Cat. You feed the ball into him and you run that shit through Cat until he gets tired. And then you go to Jalen Brunson. But for the Knicks' sake, Jalen Brunson is the guy. But Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson can be stopped because um, he's short. Unfortunately, he's a short king. The the thing is, until the Knicks figure out the fact that they need to go through Cat, they're going to continue to have these drawn out series. Now, with this game tonight, shout out to OG because OG was he was the main difference maker for the Knicks. 20 29 points, and then you throw in Mikal Bridges who had 24 points. Both of them shot lights out. OG was 11 for 14 from the field, 4 for 6 from three. Mikal Bridges 10 for 12 from the field, 2 for 2 from three. Like that's hard. That's hard when you have two players that you don't fully account for. You can tell those two players were not fully accounted for when it comes to the Hawks defense, whatever defensive scheme that the Hawks have to end up. Now, had they went through Cat, again, the Hawks had nobody that could guard Cat in the post. And I say that, and that's not even just from a scoring standpoint. That's from Cat making the decision whether it's to score the ball or make the right play in passing the ball. Because hell, just what was it? Was it game four? It was either game four or game five. He had a triple double. So Cat, it seems like Cat is the game is finally getting to a point for Cat where he's able to make the right decisions, but also he frustrates me so bad watching him play at times. Because even early in the series, I was like, "Yo, Cat, what are you doing? Like, why? Just get out there and go hoop. Fucking get in the post, fucking back whoever's guarding you, back them down because they cannot guard you, and either get the easy two or make the right pass to get the assist. Like it was simple as that. But of course, again, when you have Jalen Brunson as your top guy on the team, it's hard to work around that, and that's something Mike Brown has to figure out. Until Mike Brown figures that part out, the Knicks are going to continue to have to battle the way that they battled against the Hawks. And who the hell do they have up? Who the hell do the Knicks have up next? They will get the winner.
Of 2-7, that's the winner. Like I think it's Philly and Boston.
Yeah, so they'll get the winner of Philly and Boston, which depending on who you get depends on how you play. Now Boston's going to be a hard play because live by the three, die by the three, and they can run the floor. Philly's going to be a hard matchup, but that's really going to depend on Joel Embiid and how healthy he can be throughout the series. Um, but all in all, congrats to the Knicks for moving on. For the Hawks, like you said, you got the whole offseason to figure out what's next and how you configure this team moving forward. But Jesus, 51. Whew.
And man, like that's what I'm fucking saying, man. I don't know what so fucking what, man. Like niggas, some niggas teams
Look, nah,
fucking suck. Some
you're gonna
niggas teams
get
fucking
hey
suck, man. Some niggas teams are fucking
you
trash. Fucking
that's
trash. There are some teams
that's
who don't
that's
build shit for
hey
fucking years. You
hey
feel
that's
me?
all
This team
that's
was a
all
whole
good,
different fucking roster.
Antoine.
Like at
Antoine,
the beginning of the year, man. Like for
Antoine,
real.
that's all good. And that's
Whole different
you're
fucking
you're
team, man. Supposed to have
you're
Kristaps
correct.
Porzingis to stop shit like this.
Hey,
That's why we signed that motherfucker. He got fucking
wait.
hurt.
Chill,
He couldn't stay fucking healthy. That's why we signed the fucking nigga to begin with. Chris the fucking 7 foot fucking 2 for this shit, man. Because we said, because you can't go deep with no size, man.
You said all
and our
of that.
fucking backup center got fucking hurt before the shit even fucking started. So it's like
you said all of that about the mother teams. The one thing that the mother teams can say, we didn't get our ass.
But like they're not in this, but man, fuck them, man, fuck them. They're not in this fucking shit. They're not in this shit. They're fucking irrelevant. We're still in the fucking lottery. We're still in the fucking lottery. We got their fucking picks, and we're making the fucking playoffs. And niggas aren't doing shit. We're the third youngest team in the NBA. I don't think you understand how ridiculous that is. The fucking Knicks got fucking Karl Anthony Towns, nigga, 30 years old. Fucking fucking Jalen Brunson, 28. He just not becoming an all-star over in fucking New York. All these fucking teams are playing older and shit. There ain't a fucking young team up there fucking balling like that outside of fucking Oklahoma. The only reason fucking San Antonio doing that shit because they got a 7'5" motherfucker in the fucking hole.
I'm gonna let you get this off.
So like that. So that's fucking it, man. It's easy to be a team. You have no sides in the interior. It is what it fucking is, man.
I'm gonna let you get this off, but
like, man, nah, man, where you stunning that shit? I ain't stunning that shit. I ain't stunning that shit, man. Fuck. For real. These motherfuckers gonna be losing and shit, old and shit. My niggas gonna be fucking peaking. You feel me? Youngest team in the fucking playoffs outside of Oklahoma. Like for the best players, 20-7.
Yo,
like, come on, man.
I am borderline lightheaded right now.
And it's just what it is, man. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't fucking care, man. Like, it is what it is. This one season, if you don't win the ring, the whole shit is pointless. I don't give a fuck if you make the Eastern Conference fucking finals. If you don't win a ring, the whole thing is fucking pointless. Fucking pointless.
I did not see this taking a turn.
Like that's that. Nah, man. Like, yo, that's all I got to say, man. If you don't win a ring,
here.
If you don't win a ring, the whole thing is pointless. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you be. Man. I don't care what. If you do not win a championship, the whole shit is pointless. We've seen coaches get fired after winning Coach of the Year, making the finals. Like, it does not matter, bro.
Yeah, shout out Dwayne Casey.
It don't matter what you do. If you don't win a ring, we're all sitting on the same fucking couch. It just matters who's standing on the podium by the end of the motherfucking season. Ain't no Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Ain't no Western. There's only one Finals MVP. That is it, man.
I hear you. Get it out, dog. Get it out.
I mean, nah, man. I'm not fucking hurt over this shit. It's one game. Like I said, when we're in the future, you feel me? This could be 2 seasons. This could be next year. You feel me? When we're younger than these dudes and they're older, we're gonna be on an upward trajectory, man. It's what it is, bro. It's the youngest team in the shit, and they lost, man. It's a loss, man. Obviously, you're not happy about it. What the fuck can you do about it? Fucking nothing. So it is what it is, bro.
Oh shit! I did not know this was gonna take a turn this way.
It's what it is, man. I'm just ready for the draft. That's it, man. Just give me my fucking draft pick already. That's it. Draft lotteries in what? 10 days? Like, come on, now.
Oh shit! Hey, I feel say that's not promised either. Shit.
It's what it is. Like, I'll take it in a draft like this. In a draft like this, I'll take a top 10. I'll take I'll take 9. I'll take 8. Hell yeah.
Who had the worst record this year?
The worst record, Sacramento.
Granted, that doesn't guarantee that they're going to get the number 1 overall pick, but
it was like Sacramento and Indiana.
Y'all, When I
That's
tell
it,
you,
man. I ain't really got much else to say, man.
no, get it out, champ.
That's it,
Okay,
man. Nah, like, that's it, man.
okay, okay. Because
I was trying
hold
to
up.
chill out anyway, man. We got plenty of podcasting left to do. We
Yes, we
haven't even hit
do.
we haven't even hit the
Oh
second
shit, we
round
said
yet.
I'm about to say yeah. We haven't even got out the first round yet.
So I mean,
Oh,
fuck it, you know.
oh my god, y'all!
That's
I did
it,
not.
man. That's it, man. I'm getting out of character and shit like that. I just be like, man, I just be knowing like, bro, niggas gonna try to hit my line and stuff like that, man. It's just bullshit, bro. It does not matter if you do not win a ring, it is irrelevant. I don't care about building blocks. We've seen teams build up, make the Western Conference Finals, lose, and blow
Oh
the
my
whole thing
god.
up. So I do not, man. It's what it is,
Ooh,
bro. Like, hey,
ooh,
for real, man.
ooh, shit.
It is what it
No.
is, man. Like,
Oh, oh man,
seriously.
Antoine, thank you for this moment.
It's whatever, bro.
I appreciate this moment, dog. If nobody appreciates this moment, I appreciate this moment. Oh man. Well,
It's part of basketball, man. It's part of basketball, man. It's the highest level of the shit. It's a part of this shit. And that's it, man. That's it, man. For real.
Oh shit.
It's what
Oh
it is,
man.
man. Some niggas don't want to
Oh,
rep teams. Some niggas
my
don't want to
head
rep teams.
hurt.
Some people don't want to put like their reps on the line and stuff like that. Some dudes don't want to do that. You feel
You're
me?
right. I do not
Like,
because
yeah, man. Some niggas be ducking and diving and hiding and shit.
Hey,
Some
ain't no
niggas don't want to
ducking it.
rep
Hey,
teams.
I've been in this. I've been in the thick of things for the
Some of y'all be
longest.
from fucking Brooklyn. Some of y'all be from fucking Washington. Some of y'all
I've
be
been
from
in.
Utah. I mean, like, yo,
Hey,
like,
I've
come
been in
on,
this shit for the
man.
longest.
Atlanta just built this team up, man. They
Dog,
just
Atlanta,
built
hold
this
up,
team.
hold up,
Like,
hold up,
it's their first time
because
making the playoffs in like 3
Atlanta had
years.
dog. Atlanta's been a dumpster fire for forever. They've had
But nah,
moments.
hell no, nah,
Hold
hell
up,
no. You
listen,
can't,
listen,
nah, man. You
listen.
don't make it. You don't have a
Hold
mid-season
up,
turnaround like
count.
that.
We've
And you
seen teams have a mid-season turnaround. Again,
and they didn't do shit. They didn't do
the
nothing. They didn't do
the
nothing.
Hawks
We got this draft pick. It's whatever, bro. I ain't gonna talk too much because we still gotta see where that shit land.
for
Wherever
my
that shit
lifetime.
lands, wherever that shit lands, like that's gonna summarize this season. Like I just said, the Hawks ended their season with this being in the last ending memory. You feel me? I'm not about to sit here and like engage in shit when it doesn't matter what I say. You have to gain respect, man. That's it. So it's like fuck it, man. I'm not about to keep repeating myself, man. Like fuck it.
When it comes to the Hawks,
all right,
the Hawks
man.
have
What are we still talking
had.
about?
Hold up,
Like,
Listen, hear me out. The Hawks have had moments. They've had moments. They've had moments here and there, but overall, since I've been watching, the Hawks have not been the team that's like, yes, I want to root for the Hawks.
I mean, we
outside of Dominique Wilkins, when he was there, nobody's wanted to root for the Hawks like that.
It's their first team all defensive player in like the last 25 years.
I hear you.
That's like that's what kind of shit.
But again, when it comes to the Hawks, the organization needs to get it. They need to get it right. That's been part of, and we've said this about plenty of other organizations. You have to get it right from a drafting standpoint, and you have to get it right from building a team. We've seen them get in the right direction and make the playoffs, and hell, even at one point get to the Eastern Conference Finals. But in the grand scheme of things, the Hawks have not. If you look at the Hawks, if you pull the curtain back and you look at the Hawks and their history, the Hawks have not done anything. So again, I get why you're upset. The jokes are gonna fly. You're gonna get all these jokes from pretty much you'll get these jokes for the next 24 hours until somebody else loses.
I mean, man, like
that's what I'm saying. Just take lean. The most you need to do right now is lean into it. The jokes are gonna fly. You're gonna see these jokes for the next 24, possibly 48 hours just on the stream unless somebody like Denver lose to the T-Wolves, again, you got about a good 48 hours.
It's what it is, man. I wasn't on the court. I can't let this shit affect me like that. I covered the fucking Lakers too for a fucking reason. You feel me? So I mean, like, it is what it is, man.
Look, you still got a fighting chance with the Lakers. Hell yeah.
All right, yeah, sure.
Let me get us up out of here, dog.
This is Uncommon Commentators. Thank y'all so much for joining us, man. It's always a pleasure to do this motherfucking show. You feel me? Shout out to Jay Holloway. I appreciate you, man. Rest up in your rehab, bro. God bless you, baby. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh my God!
Shout out to my man Wiley on the 1s and 2s. Shout out to Garrett. He went to that motherfucking game. Shout out to him for doing that. You feel me? He's a real fan. You feel me?
Hit the QR code. Hit the QR code. Hit the QR code. Hit the QR code.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and please scan our QR code so you can keep bringing this phenomenal content to y'all. It's the first round. Yeah, we haven't even got to the second round or the Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals yet. Whatever. Or you mean the draft shit either?
Look, we still got a lot of we still got a lot of basketball.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. Months left. Shit don't end until June.
Yep,
it's not even May. Like, bro.
But again, please like, share, subscribe. Excuse me. Go like the YouTube page. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Comment. Hit us up on socials. All that good stuff. We'll be back with y'all next week.
Please do continue to watch us. It's a blessing to do this show. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks. It's what it is. Congratulations to the New York Knicks. I've been watching basketball a long time. I will forever be professional. And what I do, I chose to do this for a living. You feel me? So I can make it.
You don't have to be professional. Look, you don't have to be professional here.
I can make it an ESPN. You feel me? And I'll have to be neutral as hell. And I'll still
no the hell you do not. Do you have you watched?
Yeah, obviously,
have you watched ESPN lately?
I get it, you feel me? But I'm just saying that's what I personally I would want to do that. And you got to keep it neutral. The Hawks can fuck around, make the finals in 2060, 2050, some shit like that. And I have to act like it's not even going on. You feel me? So
no, the fuck you do not. Look, as long as people like Mike Greenberg and fucking Stephen A. Smith, nah. You get up, if you make it to ESPN, you get up there, you better rep your motherfucking squad. Shit. Fuck what they talking about.
It's whatever, man. Shout out to Taylor Rooks. Shout out to L. Duncan. They rep the Hawks publicly. Shout out to them both. They're from here. They do this on the world stage. So yeah, man.
Yep. All right.
That's it, man.
Hey, we out. We out.
That's it, man. Just wait for the draft lottery. Then you'll hear about the last game.